I raise his glass to the kid I used to be, the one who thought the world would wait around. He wore his dreams like a brand new leather jacket before life wore the edges down. He chased every train leaving town at midnight, never worried where the tracks might lead. He believed luck was something permanent, and wanted more than he would ever need. Whiskey for the man I was back then, for every loss and every reckless win. He made mistakes, but he kept moving on, long before these tired years came along. I see him standing in the mirror sometimes, a stubborn fire still behind his eyes, not yet carrying the weight of old regrets, not yet learning how goodbye feels. He probably laugh at who I am today, the cautious way I measure every mile. But maybe he'd still recognize the heart hidden underneath this weathered smile. Whiskey for the man I was back then, for every loss and every reckless win. He made mistakes, but he kept moving on, long before these tired years came along. The road was rougher than he ever guessed, and some dreams never reached the finish line. But every scar across these older hands began with choices that were once all mine. Whiskey for the man I was back then, for every loss and every reckless win. He made mistakes, but he kept moving on, long before these tired years came along. The glass grows light as the night wears thin, the first pale morning gathers in the sky. I nod toward the ghost of younger days and let him fade as the dawn rolls by. I spent years beneath these hanging lights, making deals with every restless night. Telling myself tomorrow would be different, while watching chances slip out of sight. The bar stayed still, the seasons changed, faces came and drifted out of view. I blame bad luck and broken timing for things I knew I chose to do. The whiskey never lied to me once. It burned exactly like it said it would. The liar was a man behind the glass, pretending lost was misunderstood. A blues man sings beside the corner stage. His voice sounds rough as gravel roads. Every note lands somewhere deep inside me, where all the old unfinished business goes. I see reflections in the mirror bottles of every version I tried to be. Some ran hard from every hard decision, some stayed trapped where they felt free. The whiskey never lied to me once. It burned exactly like it said it would. The liar was the man behind the glass, pretending lost was misunderstood. Sitting at this table, no enemy hiding in the dark, just consequences waiting patiently for me to finally do my part. The whiskey never lied to me once. It burned exactly like it said it would. The liar was the man behind the glass, pretending lost was misunderstood. The band packs up, the room grows quiet. A new day waits beyond the door. I leave with less than when I entered, but somehow carrying a little more. House band starts around 9:15. Same old drummer with a crooked smile. The singer nods when I walk through the door, like he's known my trouble all the while. Nobody asks why I keep coming back. Nobody asked where I've been all day. Some folks talk to priests on Sunday mornings. I talk to blues guitars that play. Me, the whiskey, and the house band tonight, holding on beneath those hanging lights. Every note cuts deeper than the drink and tells me things I'm scared to think. The bass rolls low like thunder far away. The piano drifts across the room. A woman laughs somewhere beyond the smoke, then disappears into the gloom. The singer leans into a broken line about a man who gambled love away. Funny how a stranger's old song can't steal the words I couldn't say. Me, the whiskey, and the house band tonight, holding on beneath those hanging lights. Every note cuts deeper than the drink and tells me things I'm scared to think. When the final set is winding down and chairs go upside down on tables, those musicians pack their lives away while I'm still sorting through my failures. Me, the whiskey, and the house band tonight, holding on beneath those hanging lights. Every note cuts deeper than the drink and tells me things I'm scared to think. They kill the sound and lock the front door tight. The city sleeps beneath the pale moon glow. I tip my hat toward the empty stage and head back into the dark alone. I count my troubles in a half-lit book. Ice cracks softly like a warning I ignore. Your perfume haunts the collar of my coat. I keep breathing slow, pretending I'm okay. The clock above the bar moves like regret. Every tick says, boy, you never learn. I lift this glass like it's a white flag. My lips tell lies, but my hands don't. Whiskey talks low,
straight through my chest.
Midnight makes me honest,
nothing less.
I'm a wandering soul with no safe place under amber smoke.
I still see your face.
The sad piano drifts across the room. No night at your dance is like a distant train. I watch the door though you won't return. Still hope is stubborn even when it hurts. I swore I'd quit these rows of broken vows, but my boots keep finding the same street lights. Your name rolls back like thunder in my throat, and silence is harder than any fight. Whiskey talks low,
Straight through my chest.
midnight makes me honest.
Nothing less.
I'm a wandering soul with no safe place under amber smoke.
I still see your face.
If I could rewind one careless night, I'd choose my words like matches, not knives. But the past don't bend for pleading men, so I pay my tab and learn to survive. Whiskey talks low,
Straight through my chest.
midnight makes me honest.
Nothing less.
I'm a wandering soul with no safe place under amber smoke.
To see your face.
When the last snow fades, I stand alone. Street neon trembles on the wet black ground. I walk on, listening to my own heart, a wandering man with his smoke around. Rain taps softly on the window pane. Whiskey drips slow like falling rain. The night hums low, the city sleeps, but I still chase the pain that keeps. Your voice comes back in every stone, a ghostly sound, a fleeting phone. But tonight I'm calm, I won't complain. I'll let it wash this whiskey rain. Quiet whiskey rain, falling down slow, washing away what I can't let go. Every drop tells me I'll be fine someday soon. You won't cross my mind. The glass is warm, the world is cold. I've told this story till it's old. The thunder light, not just to death. Your voice comes back in every storm, a ghostly sound, a fleeting form. But tonight I'm calm, I won't complain. I'll let it wash this whiskey rain. Quiet whiskey rain, falling down slow, washing away what I can't let go. Every drop tells me I'll be fine someday soon. You won't cross my mind. Drifts on, the bottle's low, and in this peace I finally know the heart still hurts, but it will mend like whiskey rain that never ends. There's a storm rolling over the river tonight. Wind rattles signs outside the bar. I take my place at the far end counter. Same old seat, same old scars. The room is filled with worn-out stories, hanging heavy in the amber glow. Some folks come here to find forgiveness, some just need somewhere to go. One more whiskey, one less ghost tonight. One more truth dragged into the light. I've carried shadows longer than I should. Now I'm leaving what never did me good. The band is gone, but echoes still remain, floating softly through the wooden beams. A lifetime hides inside these quiet places, built from broken plans and borrowed dreams. I think about the roads behind me, the fights I lost, the debts I paid. Every year leaves something on your shoulders. Every choice leaves something unmade. One more whiskey, one less ghost tonight. One more truth dragged into the light. I've carried shadows longer than I should. Now I'm leaving what never did me good. No magic waiting in the bottom glass. No miracle hiding in the smoke. Just a chance to stop looking backward and loosen the grip of old ropes. One more whiskey, one less ghost tonight. One more truth dragged into the light. I've carried shadows longer than I should. Now I'm leaving what never did me good. The storm moves east beyond the county line. A pale dawn gathers where the darkness stood. I pull my coat tight and head for home. One less ghost, and that's enough for good. Bottle sits there like an open door, calling softly like it used to do. I know that taste, I know that fall. I've been down that road too many times for truth. My hands don't reach, they just hang still, like they finally learned what not to be. The room don't change, but something does inside the man I'm trying to see. No more pour for me tonight. I've had enough of borrowed light. If healing hurts, I'll take the pain, but I won't drown in you again. I used to think that numb was peace, like silence meant I was alright. But every piece I bought that way just stole another part of my life. I hear the past knock once or twice, then fade like footsteps down the hall. It used to own me every night. Now it don't matter at all. No more pour for me tonight. I've had enough of borrowed light. If healing hurts, I'll take the pain, but I won't drown in you again. a difference in the man who stops before the fall this time. No more pour for me tonight. I've had enough of borrowed life. If healing hurts, I'll take the pain, but I won't drown in you again. I leave it full, I walk outside. No victory, no last goodbye. Just a man who finally learned some battles end when you decide. There's a burn line running down my throat tonight, like every word I swallow turned to fire. Same low bar, same unpaid dues, same stubborn heart that won't get tired. I ain't shaking, I just feel too clear, like something finally cut the noise. All these nights I called it living, just a man afraid of his own voice. This burn don't fade, it just tells the truth about the man I've been running from. No more hiding behind the proof, no more saying I've become someone. You said I never stayed long enough to feel the weight of what I break. I kept moving like it proved me strong, but I was scared of what it takes. Every door I walked away from left a mark I couldn't see. Now they line up in the silence, like they all came back for me. This burn don't fade, it just tells the truth about the man I've been running from. No more hiding behind the proof, no more saying I'll become someone. I don't need another night like this, don't need another cheap excuse. If I'm gonna fall, I'll fall awake, not numb down and calling it use. This burn don't fade, it just tells the truth about the man I've been running from. walk out knowing what I lost. I don't need another drink tonight. I need a reason not to stay. Same damn stool, same empty eyes, same lies I tell to get through days. This ain't about you anymore. You left, yeah, that's the truth. But I've been gone way longer, just hiding it behind the proof. I don't need another drink, I need a spine, something strong that ain't this cheap disguise. Been pouring courage from a bottle too long. Now I gotta learn how to stand without the burn. Without the burn. You said I fade when things get real like smoke. I never hold my shade. I laughed it off, poured something strong, but damn, you didn't make that up. I kept calling this my way, like breaking down was some kind of choice. Truth is, I just got comfortable drowning out my own damn voice. I don't need another drink, I need a spine, something strong that ain't this cheap disguise. Been pouring courage from a bottle too long. Now I gotta learn how to stand without the burn. How to stand without the burn. No more blaming love, no more blaming pain, no more acting like I got nothing to change. It's not the night, it's not the past, it's me I've been avoiding all along. I don't need another drink, I need a spine, something strong that ain't this cheap disguise. Been pouring courage from a bottle too long. Now I gotta learn how to stand without the burn. Without the burn. So leave it there, let the silence hit, let it hurt, yeah, let it sit. If I walk out, it's on my own. No glass, no ghost, just bones. There's a devil in my drink tonight. He smiles every time I pour. Says just one more, you'll sleep just fine. Same lie I've bought before. My hands don't shake, they just give in, like they already know the way. This bar ain't loud, it's just honest about the price I gotta pay. I've been talking to the devil in whiskey again. He knows my story, he knows my sin. He don't judge, he just lets me drown in a slow burn I keep passing around. Your goodbye wasn't what broke me down, it just showed me where I stand. A man who hides behind a glass, a ghost inside his own two hands. I blamed your leaving, blamed this town, blamed every road I ever took. But truth don't hide in empty bottles, it's staring back if I just look. I've been talking to the devil in whiskey again. He knows my story, he knows my sin. He don't judge, he just lets me drown in the slow burn I keep passing around. So I raise this glass like a loaded gun, either I quit or I come undone. Ain't no halfway, ain't no disguise, just a man and his alibis. I've been talking to the devil in whiskey again. He knows my story, he knows my sin. He don't judge, he just lets me drown in a slow burn I keep passing around. I set it down, yeah, I let it be. For the first time, it dawned on me, devil can't wait at the bottom shelf. Tonight I walk out with myself. Counting moon hangs low above the pines tonight. A screen door creaks outside a roadside bar. Dust settles slow across the gravel lot, while distant trucks roll past like fading stars. The old bartender knows me by my face, but not enough to ask where I have been. That kind of silence fits a night like this, where every thought feels heavy on my skin. Whiskey beneath the counting moon tonight, a little burn, a little borrowed light. No crowd around, no city left to blame, just me and everything I became. A blues guitar drifts from a corner stage, raw and worn like boots beside the door. The singer sounds like gravel after rain, like he's carried this same load before. I think about the years that slipped away, the chances lost somewhere along the line. Funny how a quiet stretch of darkness can bring forgotten truths back to mind. Whiskey beneath the county moon tonight, a little burn, a little borrowed light. No crowd around, no city left to blame, just me and everything I became. The moon don't care about my old mistakes, the highway don't remember where I've been, but I still carry every mile I drove, and every fight I couldn't seem to win. Whiskey beneath the county moon tonight, a little burn, a little borrowed light. No crowd around, no city left to blame, just me and everything I became. The night grows thin beyond the wooden porch, a rooster calls somewhere across the field. I finish up and step into the dark, with nothing left to hide and nothing left to shield. Paper crown in a crowded room. They called my name like it meant something. Flashbulbs pop, then the laughter died. I felt the cold where the cheers had been. I chased that shine like a bottle's heat. more step, one more borrowed smile. But every promise I sold for applause can't do it now. With interest wild, rusted halo hanging over my head. Whiskey true turning gold into lead. I was king for a minute, then I fell. Now I'm learning how to live, not sell. I broke good hands just to look untouchable. Left kind words lying in the dirt. Now my mirror shows a stranger's eyes. My own mouth tastes like old hurt. So I slow my steps, let the silence speak, let the soft drum settle my breath. A warm guitar bends around my pride, like mercy pulling me back from death. Rusted halo hanging over my head. Whiskey true turning gold into lead. I was king for a minute, then I fell. Now I'm learning how to live, not tell. If forgiveness comes, I won't demand it. I'll learn it slow, like a steady groove. I'll put my ego down on the table and let real love have room to move. Rusted halo, whiskey true turning gold into lead. I was king for a minute, then I fell. Now I'm learning how to live, not say. Cleaner mind. I sip then stop. Let the silence land. Rusted halo fading. Peace behind. Whiskey glows softly in the dim amber light. Warm guitar bends low through another lonely night. Your shadow drifts gently in the haze above my glass. A whisper rising slow from the ruins of our past. I breathe in deep, letting the sorrow start, because some shadows carve deeper in the heart. These whiskey shadows on my heart pull me back to where we fell apart. Lost love trembling in a smoky dark, and I still feel the touch you left as a mark. Bass hum steady like a truth I can't erase. piano falls gently where your memory takes its place. Your voice floats faintly in the harmonica side, a tender ache returning every time I try. I lift the glass slow, hoping it won't freeze me, but every sip just brings your ghost to see. These whiskey shadows on my heart pull me back to where we fell apart. Lost love trembling in the smoky dark, and I still feel the touch you left as a mark. Whiskey shadows on my heart pull me back to where we fell apart. Lost love trembling in a smoky dark, and I still feel the touch you left as a mark. It softens, but your shadow stays. I sip slow, watching the memory burn. Some marks live longer than the light. I left the bar before the lights went cold. Keys in my palm, my breath still whiskey warm. The highway hum like an old old prayer. I drove past billboards, past my former self. No more excuses, hiding in a glass. No more late night lies I call relief. My hand stays steady on this broken wheel. I want a life that doesn't end in grief. Backseat sunrise, witness what I swear. I'm done letting whiskey write my story there. Shadow for a cleaner start. Slow blues in my blood, but fire in my heart. Truck stop coffee cut the smoke from me. Cold air hit hard like truth across my face. I roll one line on a torn receipt. Stay sober, son, and earn your place. The harmonica in my head still moans, but now it sounds like warning out of heaven. I walked too long on self-made broken road. Today I'm choosing life on purpose grim. Backseat sunrise, witness what I swear. I'm done letting whiskey write my story there. I'll trade these shadows for a cleaner start. Slow blues in my blood, but fire in my heart. I won't call the bar, I'll call my brother, hear a human voice. I'll play my guitar till the craving fades, and learn that pain can be a choice. Backseat sunlight, witness what I swear. I'm done letting whiskey write my story there. I'll trade these shadows for a cleaner start. Slow blues in my blood, but fire in my heart. The city shrank behind the morning fog. My past state park, where I used to drown. I keep on rolling, breathing clean and slow. New day rising, and I won't back down. Midnight highway, buzzing sun. I walk in cold, you on my mind. Smoke hangs on like what I said. Words that hurt you, left you dead. I order whiskey, amber neat. Try to make my hands feel heat. Warm guitar bands, slow and sore. Piano whispers, not anymore. Midnight whiskey, amber and glow. I'm a wandering soul, moving slow. Lost love burning in the smoke. I breathe you in with every note. Your ring of laughter in my ears turns my courage into tears. Soft bass rolls like distant wheels, dragging me through what it feels. High nine cut, thin and blue, sings the parts I never knew. Drums groove low like a tired heart, saying, boy, this is where you start. Midnight whiskey, amber glow. I'm a wandering soul, moving slow. Lost love burning in the smoke. I breathe you in with every note. Midnight whiskey, amber glow. I'm a wandering soul, moving slow. Lost love burning in the smoke. I breathe you in with in amber light and smoke. I learned what love can write your name on napkins, then I fold the edges soft from sweating in my palm. The whiskey hums like a low electric light. It makes my lonely feel almost like calm. The jukebox plays the same sad, stubborn tune. Pen runs dry, but memory won't quit. I keep rehearsing what I'd say to you, like words could mend the way we didn't fit. These are whiskey letters I never sent, truth on paper, pride I never meant. I miss the good, I curse the parts that burn, but I won't beg for what I never learned. Outside the rain keeps leaning on the street, like it's listening for someone to confess. I count my sips the way I count my sins, and laugh at how the heart can be a mess. I used to think one more drink would bring you back, like love was waiting at the closing door. But every night just teaches me the same. You don't come home to someone anymore. These are whiskey letters I never sent, truth on paper, pride I never meant. I miss the good, I curse the parts that burn, but I won't beg for what I never learned. Pieces fall like snowflakes in a dirty barroom breeze. If you were mine, you wouldn't feel so far. I'm done asking ghosts for guarantees. These are whiskey letters I never sent, truth on paper, pride I never meant. I miss the good, I curse the parts that burn, but I won't beg for what I never learned. Last call rings, my hands are finally still. I leave those scraps where they belong, right here. Step in tonight, let the silence hold little less whiskey, a little more clear.
Neon's bleeding on the bar like a bruise on my skin. Yeah, I tell the bartender lies, then I swallow them again. Your name rides the smoker, curls around my throat. I've been walking through our memories in this old overcoat. Midnight tastes like whiskey, cold glass burning truth, and every step I've taken just keeps chasing after you. I hear your laughter in the clink of ice, see your shadow in the amber light. Yeah. So pour it slow, let it sting me away. I'm a wandering soul with a heart that breaks in the hush of the room where the lost ones go. I'm still loving you in the whiskey smoke. I'm trying to move on, but I don't know how. I only find you in the bottom of a glass right now. Box hums low like a prayer I can't sing, a sad guitar confession with a rusted wedding ring. I never meant to turn love into a fight with the dark, but I was proud and careless and I tore us apart. Now the city is a river and I drift where it bends. Every stranger's just a mirror of the place where you and I taste your goodbye in the air I breathe. Feel your absence like a loaded sleeve. So pour it slow, let it sting me away. I'm a wandering soul with a heart that breaks in the hush of the room where the lost ones go. I'm still loving you in the whiskey smoke. I'm trying to move on, but I don't know how. I only find you in the bottom of a glass right now. Yeah, if I could rewind these midnight miles, I'd hold you close, I'd drop my pride. I'd trade this bar stool for your porch, I'd trade these regrets for one more try. But time don't bend for a man like me. It just pours on, bitter and neat. So pour it slow, let it sting me awake. I'm a wandering soul with a heart that breaks in the hush of the room where the lost ones go. I'm still loving you in the whiskey smoke. I'm trying to move on, but I don't know how. I only find you in the bottom of a glass right now. Neon face, last call comes around. Ooh. I step into dawn with your ghost in my mouth. Midnight whiskey, lost love, still holding me down. in glass where fire once burned. Love was a lesson I never learned. You were a flame that lit my soul, now just embers in a heart gone cold. The smoke rises like the words we said, fading slow like the tears we shed. The bottle's empty, but I still see the ghost of you staring back at me. Ashes in a glass, memories fade, whiskey tears for the love we made. I drink to forget, but I can't pass the shadow of you in the ashes in a glass. The bar is quiet, the night is still. Your name echoes against my will. I swirl the past in this amber sea. It's all that's left of you and me. Ashes in the glass, memories fade, whiskey tears for the love we made. I drink to forget, but I can't pass the shadow of you in the ashes in the glass. Maybe someday the fire will die, but tonight it's still burning in my eyes. So I'll raise a toast to what we had, to every good and every bad. Ashes in the glass, the night turns gray. Love is gone, but I still stay. Each sip reminds me of the past. Ashes in the glass, the first and last. Last call flickers in the neon haze tonight. Your name tastes bitter on the edge of every sip. I tell the bartender I'm fine, yeah, I'm alright. My hands keep shaking like they're losing their grip. A worn-out jukebox hums a slow, familiar line, and I'm praying to the dark to turn back time. I swore I'd quit the ghost, I swore I'd quit the pain, but here I am again, pouring you like rain. Put it on my midnight tap, let the regret run deep. Whiskey on the rocks and a
promise I can't keep. If I could buy you back with every drink I've had, I'd spend my whole damn life on my midnight tap. I found your old letter in the pocket of my coat. The ink is fading, but it still knows how to burn. You said don't call me when you're sinking with the boat. I read it slow like I deserve what I've earned. I used to laugh at love, called it a losing game. Now every empty chair shaped like your name. I swore I'd quit the nights, I swore I'd quit the lies, but every glass I raise just brings you to my eyes. Put it on my midnight tab, let the regret run deep. Whiskey on the rocks and a promise I can't keep. If I could buy you back with every drink I've had, I'd spend my whole damn life on my midnight tab. Maybe I was proud, maybe I was cold, maybe I mistook your heart for something I could hold. Now the truth is hard when the room goes still. Love don't die easy, it just learns to kill. Put it on my midnight tab, let the regret run deep. Whiskey on the rocks and a promise I can't keep. If I could buy you back with every drink I've had, I'd spend my whole damn life on my midnight tab. So I tip the night goodbye with a tremble in my hand. Yeah, I'm paying for forever, one drink at a time, my friend.
Glass half empty, but it ain't the drink. It's everything I never said out loud. Same quiet guilt sitting next to me, like it paid for this seat and stayed around. No one here is watching me, still I act like I'm on trial. Funny how a man can hide behind a worn-out reckless smile. Half-empty truth in every pour I take. It don't fade, it just starts to wait. I tried to drown what I wouldn't face. Now we're staring back, eye to eye, no escape. You didn't leave me out of spite, you just got tired of waiting there for someone who kept choosing night over anything real or fair. I called it living on my terms, like I was free from every chain. But all I did was build a cage and
And every pour I take, it don't fade, it just starts to wait. I tried to drown what I wouldn't face. Now I'm staring back, eye to eye, no escape. No more stories I can twist, no more shadows left to blame. If I want out of this life, I gotta start by saying my name. Half-empty truth in every pour I take, it don't fade, it just starts to wake. I tried to drown what I wouldn't face. Now staring back, eye to eye, no escape. So I leave it there, now one more drop. Let it sit like the things I've done. Walk out slow into what's next, not fixed, just finally not on the run. The night is quiet, my glass is clean, no ghosts remain, no in-betweens. I walk through fire, I walk through pain. Now I'm standing tall in the gentle rain. The whiskey once was my disguise, now it's just truth in my tired eyes. I'm not the man I used to be. I'm halfway gone, but I'm finally free. Halfway to heaven,
Halfway from hell,
halfway from hell. I found my peace where memories dwell. Every scar a song I've sung. Halfway to heaven, and the night is young. I've seen the bottom, I've touched the flame, I've whispered love, I've tasted blame. Now the bottle's just a friend, not a place for hearts to mend. The whiskey once was my disguise, now it's just truth in my tired eyes. I'm not the man I used to be. I'm halfway gone, but I'm finally free. Halfway to heaven,
halfway from hell,
halfway from hell. I found my peace where memories dwell. Every scar a song I've sung. Halfway to heaven, and the night is young.
I've made peace with the tears I've cried. And if I die before the dawn, I'll smile knowing I've moved on. Halfway to heaven, no need to run. The storm is over, I found the sun. One last toast to what's been done. Halfway to heaven. The healing's begun. Cheap motel, humming light, moon on the wall, pale and bright. I hear your voice in the AC side, like a goodbye that won't run dry. Half a bottle, amber proof, lonely prayer under this roof. Guitar bent, warm and low, piano drips like melted snow. Motel room moon, hold me still. Midnight whiskey, bitter thrill. Wandering soul, nowhere to go. An amber light and smoky glow. Soft bass rolling, deep and slow. All that wind feels that never stop the low. Drums groove tight, heartbeat plain. Battle through cries through the rain. I count the cracks in yesterday and watch your memory fade, not fade. Guitar sighs and fades to blue. Everything reminds me of you. Motel room moon, hold me still. Midnight whiskey, bitter thrill. Wandering soul, nowhere to go. An amber light and smoky glow. Just a flame calling softly out your name. Motel room moon, hold me still. Midnight whiskey, bitter thrill. Wandering soul, nowhere to go. An amber light and smoky glow. Feel ready, Smoke hangs heavy where your laughter used to rise. Warm guitar band slow, echoing the truth behind your eyes. Your memory curls gently in the corners of this room, soft as a whisper, sharp as a wound. I breathe it all in, letting the ache unfold, because some stories stay even when they're cold. This smoke stained memory of you clings to my heart the way sorrow always knew. Lost love drifting where the night burns through, and I keep falling back into shades of blue. Piano hums slow, like it's mourning what we lost. And I can't weep softly, counting every cost. Your touch flickers faintly in the dim amber light. A ghost warm presence tangled in the night. I close my eyes, chasing a fading trail, but the smoke draws your shade in every place. This smoke stained memory of you clings to my heart the way sorrow always knew. Lost love drifting where the night burns through, and I keep falling back into shades of blue. If time could clear the haze that hides your name, I'd trade every heartbeat just to feel you again. This smoke stained memory of you clings to my heart the way sorrow always knew. Lost love drifting where the night burns through, and I keep falling back into shades of blue. The smoke thins, but now the memory. I sip the dark, hoping to forget, but you rise with every breath I take. This bottle knows my name better than friends. It's seen my nights fall apart piece by piece. The amber glow keeps warming up my hands, but never warms the part that needs relief. The mirror sighs behind the dusty shelf. It shows a man I barely recognize. I came to numb the ache couldn't say. But whiskey only teaches truth with fire. The bottle knows my name, and that's the shame. It calls me back like lightning calls the rain. I can't keep drowning in this barroom blue, so I pour one last and choose a life that's new. Slow guitars crying through the smoke, like every road I took to lose my way. I bought my pride with borrowed broken hope, and paid in hours I can't get back today. The bartender looks up, then looks away, like he's respecting what I'm about to do. I feel my heart beat steady for the first time in a long, long time running through. The bottle knows my name, and that's the shame. It calls me back like lightning calls the rain. I can't keep drowning in this barroom blue, so I pour one last and choose a life that's new. Fade into the night, a ghost in boots, a story people hum. But I still got a little life to say, and I won't let it die inside this room. The bottle knows my name, and that's the shame. It calls me back like lightning calls the rain. I can't keep drowning in this barroom blue, so I pour one last and choose a life that's new. Last call rings, I stand up breathing slow. I leave the bottle where it always stays. Step into dawn, let cold air hit my face. Whiskey blues behind me, not in my day. Moonlight breaks softly through the dusty window pane. Warm guitar bends slow, calling out your name. My heart drifts lonely under this velvet sky, chasing fading dreams that never learned to fly. trying to forget the promises we never made. This whiskey soul beneath the moonlight cried for a love that slipped away in a quiet disguise. Lost echoes tremble where the truth now lies, and my wandering heart fails each try. The harmona breeze gently like a restless breeze. Piano chords fall soft, bringing me to my knees. Your memory dances faintly through the smoke, a fragile warmth wrapped in the words we never spoke. I hold the glass close, hoping the night forgives, but some heartbreaks learn how to outlive. This whiskey soul beneath the moonlight cries for a love that slipped away in a quiet disguise. Lost echoes tremble where the truth now lies, and my wandering heart fails each try. If healing had wings, it would soar through this night. Carrying the pieces we couldn't make right. This whiskey soul beneath the moonlight cries for a love that slipped away in a quiet disguise. Lost echoes tremble where the truth now lies, and my wandering heart fails each try. The moon fades, but your shadow stays warm. I sip the silence like it holds your voice. Whiskey keeps what the night cannot carry. After midnight, this bar feels like a wound. Neon flickers, painting gold on my hands. I roll my regrets like dice in my palm, and lose again to things I can't command. The band plays slow like footsteps in the rain. A tired guitar keeps calling out my name. I came to hide inside an amber glow, but whiskey turns my silence into flames. It's whiskey blues after midnight, deep and low, a burning hymn in every sip I throw. I can't drink you back, I can't drink me new, so I let the night sing what my heart went through. Your memory sits where where the shadows breathe, in that empty chair that never learned to leave. The ice keeps cracking like a broken vow, and I keep smiling like I still believe. The bartender nods, he's seen this kind of hurt, a man too proud to fall apart in public. So I swallowed down the words I should have said and let the music do the speaking for it. It's whiskey blues after midnight, deep and low, a burning hymn in every sip I throw. I can't drink you back, I can't drink me new, so I let the night sing what my heart went through. If love was honest, it would have stayed and tried. If love was mercy, it wouldn't need a lie. I'm done chasing smoke through neon doors. I'll walk out bruised, but with my head held high. It's whiskey blues after midnight, deep and low, a burning hymn in every sip I throw. I can't drink you back, I can't drink me new, so I let the night sing what my heart went through. Last call falls like a slow amen to me. I set the glass down, let my hands relax. Outside the rain sounds softer than before. I leave with blues, but I don't look back. The room is thin, the lights are almost gone, only shadows still pretending to stay. I hear my name inside the empty air, like something I can't drink away. No music now, just chairs that creak, and thoughts I never spoke out loud. Every sip just slows the truth till it stands up in the crowd. There's a last echo in the whiskey room, where every silence learns your tune. I can't escape what I became. It knows my face, it knows my name. I trace the night inside the glass, like it owes me something I deserve. But all I find is broken time, lessons
things I never learned. I used to run from what I feel, like pain was something I could outrun. But every road just circled back to where I always come undone. There's a last echo in the whiskey room, where every silence learns your tune. I can't escape what I became. It knows my face, it knows my name. No more hiding in the dark, no more blaming empty things. If I stay here any longer, I'll just keep breaking everything. There's a last echo in the whiskey room, where every silence learns your tune. I can't escape what I became. It knows my face, it knows my name. The lights go out, the truth stays on. No bottle left to numb the sting. I walk outside with nothing left except the sound of me